Welcome to Deep in the Heart, from deep in the heart of Texas, San Antonio. I'm Ann Helmke and the director of the peaceCENTER here, and it's great to have you with us today. It is our hope through Deep in the Heart that whoever is watching this knows that there are people in Texas, in the United States, who are committed to peace and justice and work in terms of nonviolence every day. We will be along the way interviewing people from San Antonio doing some great work, as well as people who travel through. And today we have with us Howard Zehr, who's traveling through. Howard Zehr is widely recognized as a restorative justice pioneer. His insights began with his work in the formation of the first victim offender encounter program in the United States. Howard's book, Changing Lenses, A New Focus for Crime and Justice, is still considered a foundational piece among the restorative justice movement. He's currently professor of sociology and restorative justice at Eastern Mennonite in their graduate program, Conflict Transformation. It's a great honor to have him here with us today. He's traveling through because we're hosting an international conference here on restorative justice that's been put together by the Soul Center here at University Presbyterian. So it's a great honor to have him with us. And Howard, I read your Changing Lenses when it first came out.
Oh, really?
And it changed and transformed me in terms of peace and justice, and also in terms of my ministry as a Lutheran pastor. I'm wondering, it might be helpful for people who are watching if you could give your definition of restorative justice and how that might differ from how many people understand the word justice itself.
I can try.
Okay.
I think our general understandings of restorative justice, whether we talk about street justice in the inner city or we talk about the criminal justice system, basically assumes that when someone does something wrong, they got to get what they deserve. I mean, that's what we spend our time in the justice process. That's what we do with our schools and various things. You do something wrong, you have to get what you deserve. To back up a little bit, to be a little bit more comprehensive, we say that what really matters is breaking the law. You broke the rules, you broke the law. And when you do that, we need to find out whether you're guilty or not, and then you need to be punished for it. That's kind of the common understanding of justice. It's also, I'm reading right now Elijah Anderson's book, Code of the Streets, and that's the justice of the streets as well. And one of the problems is that understanding in the justice system also reinforces the justice of the streets that leads to violence, but that's another problem. Restorative justice is really, I think, going back to the way a lot of our ancestors essentially understood wrongdoing. Whether I teach, as you said, a program, international program that brings people from 50 countries, and what I find is that many of these people from all different cultures and faiths find it resonates with their tradition. Because what restorative justice is saying, that what really matters is the harm that's been done. That's what really matters. It's not so much that the law has been broken or a child broke the rules at school. It's the harm that they did. And whenever we do harm, we need to acknowledge that harm. We need to address the needs that have been resulted from the harm. We need to take responsibility for it. And we need to try to do what we can to make it right. And I think that's really all restorative justice is. We can make it a lot more elaborate than that. But it's really about addressing harm, addressing obligations, and engaging the people who have been impacted or involved in this in some way in an attempt to find a solution.